It's a good start. Fall over onto my chair. So hello and welcome to Chair Pilates. It's a quick 20 to 30 minute mobility session. You can always make Chair Pilates harder by using some kilo weights in each hand. From time to time, I might pick them up and use them, so you can have them just to the side of you. So the aim of the session is to show you that whether you are just wanting to do some Pilates, some movement sitting down, you can do. You might be a desk worker and want to release off through your shoulders and get your legs moving with some circulation. Or you might simply just want lower range of movement that we normally do in a mat Pilates class. So you need to be sitting on a chair, but hopefully your hips are at right angles, so your thighs come out. They're parallel to the floor. Your knees will be at a 90-degree angle for most of this. You've got arms on the side of the chair, fair enough, that's not too bad, but sit well forward on the chair so your sit bones are just on the edge. So you're not sitting back into the chair for support, you're sitting nice and tall, and let's just consider our posture to start with. So your hands can be on your thighs, your hands can be down by your side, your feet are planted and they are hip distance apart, and you sit up as tall as you possibly can. It's the same as when we do Pilates when we're standing. Imagine a little hook on the top of your head, just pulling you up towards the ceiling. Your neck is long, your back is long, and you can feel your sit bones push down into the mat. Just bear with me one moment. There we go. With your shoulders relaxed, let's just do a couple of shoulder rolls, really to take opening through the chest. Also helps to relax your body. Last shoulder circle and relax. Have the sensation of pulling your tummy muscles in. Even though you're sitting here, it's not a case of just sitting here and slouching. We are sitting to our best height. And then have your hands on your knees. That will help to relax your shoulders. I'm just going to start off with some neck warming up. So when you're ready, take a breath in, look up. And as you breathe out, chin towards your chest. And again, keep that movement going, a nodding dog movement. Don't overlook up towards the ceiling. You just want gentle movement through your neck. And if you do this in an office environment, it's just nice to take the head up and down after peering at a screen or notes. Last one. And then your chin all the way down towards your chest. Bring your eyes back towards the horizon. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, just turn and look to the right and then back to centre. Turn and look to the left and back to centre. Good. To keep that movement going from side to side. It's quite surprising how releasing this can be when you're not standing. Just takes the rest of the pressure out of your body. You've got one more to each side. And then come all the way back to centre. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder and lift. Left ear to left shoulder and lift. And again, keep that going. Just a nice tick-tock from side to side. Two more to each side. We're doing more spine twists later on and spine stretches to the side. And then bring your eyes back towards the center and take some shoulder rolls. At this point, just have your hands down by your side. The movements are slow. You're still thinking about bringing the shoulders forward, lifting them up towards your ears and dropping back down again. Slight squeeze of your shoulder blades in the center of your back. One more double, and then we'll take it into the single. So just isolate one shoulder. Notice how that one feels. Two more on this side, and then two more on the other side. And release. Hug a tree. Bring your arms out in front. Imagine a huge beach ball or a tree. Drop your chin towards your chest. So you're C-shaping your back into a big curve, and then you come back up in the other direction. Reach your hands round behind you. You've got a chair that you can hold on to. Hold on to the back of the chair and a small look up. Feel the stretch through your shoulders and the curve in your back. And again, so lean forward, hug the tree, and then reach round and stretch. I'll do it from the side. Bend forward and then reach round and stretch. Good. A few more of those. This is deeply releasing for your back. You can make the movement really big, or you can just have a gentle rock forwards and backwards. Got four more of these to go. Keep it nice and smooth. Generally breathing out as you hug the tree, breathing in as you open back out again. Last one. And then all the way back out. Relax, take a couple of shoulder rolls And then you're ready to do some foot movement. So at this point, if you wish to, you can always have your weights with you. You can have them balanced on your legs, but it's not compulsory. Hands are just gently on your thighs, whether you're using weights or not. We're coming into heel lifts. So just lift your right heel up and lower, then your left heel up and lower. So just keep that movement going. Coming up onto the balls of your feet, you don't take the whole foot off just yet. So just lifting and lowering. You're starting to activate into your legs, but your posture is still very upright and you've still got your tummy muscles gently engaged, your shoulders are relaxed. Got one more of those to each side. And then doubles, both off at the same time, lift and lower. And if you are using the weights, you make it harder by having the weights on the end of your knees. Just balance gently there. The lever length is then longer. And although it's a very simple exercise, all the chair exercises are very simple. It's just nice to feel the muscles starting to work. And this exercise in itself will get the blood starting to pump around your body. Got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, working into your calf muscles. Heels down, now just lift your toes and put them down on one foot and then the other. So now we're working into the front of your leg. The shin muscles. These will get tired quite quickly. We're simply lifting the toes up, trying to point them up towards the ceiling. Don't worry if there's not too much movement. Keep going, singles. 1 more to each side, and then you're going to go for doubles. So both toes up, well, all 10 actually, isn't it? It's not both toes up. All 10 toes lift and lower. So you might be starting to get a little bit tired now in your shins. That's good. It's a sign it's working. Got 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and just relax. Just give your legs a little bit of a shake out. Place them back so they're hip distance apart. And now we're going to come into the foot raises. So lift your right foot off the ground and lower, then lift your left foot off the ground and lower. Again, the weights on the end of your knees will make this harder. Might not feel particularly difficult at the moment. Promise you it will do. And if you don't have weights, just have your hands on the end of your knees. A little bit of a weight. Of course, to make it even harder, use your hands to push down onto the weights or onto your knees. So then your legs are working against resistance. Tummy muscle still pulled in. I'm not too worried about your breath. You will be breathing normally. Don't worry, we're not going to do double foot lifts, double feet left. Is it double foot or double feet? Double foot lifts. We're just going to keep with the singles. Got 4 more to each side. Just notice how high you can lift. But the good is being done by the muscles with the smallest lift. 2 more to each side. Last 1 to each side. Nearly finished the leg series. And release. If you're using your weights, just pull them back onto your thighs a little bit. And now we're going to do leg extensions. So again, keep your tummy muscles pulled in. You can, for stability, always just hold the side of the chair if you need that to stabilize yourself. And then straighten your right leg, point the foot, and then lower back down again. Same with the left. So we're just alternating our leg stretches. So we're activating now into your thigh muscles. And as you straighten the leg out, try and keep it parallel to the ground. If it's a little bit lower, don't worry. See if you can feel your thigh muscles working. This is quite nice then without the weights. As you have your hands on your thighs, you can feel the muscles tightening and releasing. Weights back on just because then you can see them. And again, we're not going to do double ones, so don't worry, we've got 4 more to each side. 2 more to each side. Trying to not wobble from side to side, so make it very independent each side. Excellent. And then lower down. Make sure you're right at the front of your chair. Stretch your right leg out so the foot is in front of you and your leg is long and straight. Sit tall and then just lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. Your thigh goes into cramp. Keep the leg bent and carry on with your knee straighteners, the one we did before. So just straightening from the knee. We're straightening from the hip this time, getting more strength into your thighs, strength into your core as well. Just staying with the right leg. 4 more. 4, 3, gets harder. 2, And your last one, place a foot down, bend the knee, place a foot back on the floor. Same with the left. Extend your left leg out in front of you and then just lift and lower. 2. Again, you can always make it harder by having the weights further down your legs. Good. Maybe starting to feel a little bit warmer now as our big muscles are working. Got 4 more to go. 4, 3, 2, and your last one. Walk your feet all the way back in. Just make sure you're comfortable on the chair as we take it into side bends. So we can start off with the arms down by your side. You can have weights in your hands if you wish to. Breath in. And as you breathe out, just tip over to the right. And then all the way back up to centre. Then tip over to the left. And all the way back up to centre. So here we're strengthening the whole of your core. So your side muscles, your back muscles, and your tummy muscles. Try not to lean forward, try not to lean backwards. Just imagine you've got a wall directly in front of you and a wall directly behind you, just giving you support. So you can stay here with the arms, very simply going from side to side. You can stay with the weights in your hands if you want to. Other options, to bring your hands behind your ears and tilt over with your elbows out to the side. Showing it's really bad posture because I brought my knees together. So weights down by the side. So this makes it harder just because our lever lengths are coming up through our body. Feeling the stretch down the side of your body, the strengthening into your core muscles. Got 1 more of these to each side and then we'll just take it on again. It gets too much, stay with your arms down by your side. Release your hands down by your side. As you go over to the right this time, left arm up and over. And then all the way back. Good. And over to the other side. Great exercise for stretching and opening through the side of your ribs, helping you to breathe better. We're breathing better, our bodies feel better. Got 2 more to each side. Good, last one to each side. A big mermaid stretch. Just so you're painting a rainbow. Imagine yourself sitting on a rock as a mermaid. Come back to center and then just regroup with some shoulder rolls. You're using weights again. You can have those ready. Going to keep them on my lap for the moment, behind, before we come into the spine twist. So let's start with our arms crossed over in front, one on top of the other. Seated spine twist. If it feels uncomfortable with the arms out, let's even take it down a previous layer. Bring your hand to the right edge of your chair. Bring your left hand just to the right side of your leg and just pull yourself round. Look to the right. And then swap to the other side. Left hand holds the chair, right hand holds the left leg, and just pull round. So do 1 more of those to each side before we layer up. Lovely. So you can carry on at that layer or bring your arms into Cossack, one on top of the other, breath in. And as you breathe out, rotate round to the right. Keep your eye on your top wrist bone as you do this. When you're sitting on a chair, it's actually much easier to notice whether both sit bones stay pushed into the chair all the time. And we want to stay balanced. You're twisting just from your waist. So you can stay with your arms in Cossack. If you want to, bring the weights out in front or just your arms out in front. And this time going round with one arm opening out to the side, weight or no weight, it doesn't matter. Just again, the lever lengths are longer. The weights will make it much, much harder. And as you go out to the side, the arm that stays in front, please keep it in front. It doesn't cross the body at the same time. Good. So just keep that movement going. Again, we've got 3 to each side left. The weights get too much, use 1. 1 weight then can transfer from hand to hand in front of you. Brilliant, you've got your last one to each side. Everything all the way back to center. Lower your arms in front. Just take a couple of shoulder rolls. Take your feet wider on your mat on the ground. We're going to do some roll downs just to mobilize now into your back. Again, you can use weights or not. I'm going to put mine down the first time I come down. So sit tall, shoulders back and down. Breath in. And as you breathe out, drop your chin towards your chest, just round your shoulders and just slowly come down towards the floor. You can keep your hands on your knees if you wish to. Look back through your chair and then slowly roll yourself all the way back up again. And relax. Good. And again, chin to chest, coming down, hang, dangle. So you're a puppet whose strings have just been cut, and then coming all the way back up again. Good. 2 more of these. Brilliant. Last one. And we'll just do 4 more with the arms as well. So shoulder roll, float your arms up towards the ceiling, look up. As you come down, chin to chest, look down between your legs and roll straight down. Slowly peeling yourself all the way back up, arms float up towards the ceiling, look up. And as you breathe out, arms down, chin to chest, and slowly roll yourself down. Good. 2 more to go. Looking up. And then arms down, all the way down. Slowly up. Really good mobilization for the whole of your back. And your last roll down. If you're using weights, last time you roll back up, bring them with you if you had them on the floor. Feet back, hip distance apart, and we'll do some arm work now. We've done the legs, we've looked at your back, now into your shoulders and your arms. Hands down by your side, just coming into single bicep curls. So elbows stay into your waist, hands are down by your side, and then you just bend the elbows and bring your hands up to the shoulders. And it works without weights. If you're a desk worker, look around your desks, maybe a bottle of water, 2 bottles of water. You could use those as well. So just squeezing up and squeezing down. Good. Bring in opposite knee lift if you want to. Right hand up, just lift the left leg and then alternate. So that's optional. We've already done your leg work, but this also then activates your core muscles again, which is key for Pilates. Or you can stay with the heel lift instead of the whole leg lift. Slightly easier version, more accessible. Keep that going. 1 more of these single bicep curls to each side. You can keep the legs going if you want to, and then double bicep curls, just lifting 1 leg at a time though. Please don't try and lift both when you're falling off your chairs. Good, we've got 4 more to go. And 3. And 2. And last one, bring your arms down by your side. I'm just going to turn sideways to demonstrate the next one. Then with your tricep pushes. So again, you're still going to be sitting towards the front edge of your chair. Feet slightly wider and take a lean, but your back is straight, so you're not curved over. Take your arms back as far as you can behind you. I'm going to do it with the one arm. Keep the squeeze on the back of your shoulders and then bend your elbow, but keep the arm high, the upper arm high, and then straighten it back out again. So you're literally bending in with your weight or your hand and stretching back out again. So just working into your upper back, into the back of your arms predominantly. That's the movement, a tricep push. Very effective with weights. But it's effective without the weights as long as you concentrate on the upper part of the back of your arm and think about those muscles squeezing as you take your hand out behind. Just got 4, 3, 2, and your last one. Come upright again, hands in your lap. So finishing off then with overhead pushes, so hands are down by your side, and then a bicep curl, push up, come down, and undo your bicep curls. So shoulders and overhead, back to the shoulders and lower down. That's it, fabulous. So working now into your upper back. Try and sit tall while you're doing this. Tummy muscles are still pulled in, keeping the verticality through your spine. It's got 4 more of these to go. 4. Good. And 3. and 2, and your last one. Amazing. Good. Let's work into the upper back. Right arm out to the side as that one lowers, left arm comes up. And so we're just penduluming backwards and forwards, side to side. I'm not going backwards and forwards, going side to side. Good. So now we're working into your waist, into your back muscles from side to side. Doesn't have to be a huge lift, but the shoulders now will start to feel it, particularly if you're using weights. And they feel it without the weights, just the length of your arms, and the rest of your body staying nicely balanced. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring both arms down, take a shoulder roll backwards, and then you just pop your weights down if you're using them. Coming back to a seated position, we're nearly finished the seated bit. Before we come up, just do a little bit of standing work. So all I'd like you to do now is think about crunching. So again, I'll sit from the side. Breath in. As you breathe out, start to tighten your tummy muscles and pull your upper body forward, and then just straighten back up again. So it's just think you're pulling your tummy muscles in as tightly as you can, and that will shorten the muscles at the front of your body into a crunch. You can imagine lying on your back and trying to lift your head. This is just as effective. You've got to tell the muscles to work and not just go into a half lean forward and push yourself back upright. So try and activate, try and get them squeezing. There's another way I'm going to come into in just a moment to make sure that that works. 2 more. And your last one, you can stay doing that or bring your hands up to your ears and we'll take it into a seated crunch. Breath in, and as you breathe out, bring your left elbow and lift your right knee up and touch and then lower. And then swap to the other side. Good. So we're doing little crunches by leaning forward, tightening our tummy muscles, trying to bring the opposite elbow to the opposite knee. The secret is for the knee to stay on alignment and don't cross it across your body. So your left knee comes towards your left shoulder, but your right elbow comes across to meet it. So then we're getting the work done in your obliques. Breath if you want to. You breathe in as you sit upright. You breathe out as you crunch across. Perfect. So we have 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and come back upright. Release your arms, roll through your shoulders. So if you're just staying for the seated part, that's the 20 minutes of your seated part, and there's 10 minutes or 5 minutes now of standing, but using the chair as a prop. So come up to standing. Hopefully your chair's got a high enough back to it that you can use. If not, up against the wall also works. So have your hands on the back of your chair, feet are hip distance apart, standing tall, tummy muscles pulled in. We're going to take it into a shoulder stretch to start with. So all I'd like you to do is step back with your feet and then hinge from your hips. So your back is flat. You might need to just wiggle your feet a little bit further out. Your hands are on the back of your chair. And all we're doing now is like a child's pose, but standing upright, stretching forward. Your legs are straight or as straight as you can get them. You've done the 90 degrees or right angles from your hips, and just allow that stretch to happen. Holding onto the back of the chair, then what I'd like you to do is lift your head, just lean forward, push into the chair so then you can feel the stretch down the back of your legs, a diagonal line, and then back down. So just alternating between the shoulder stretch and the back of the leg stretch. Again, if you spent a lot of time seated in an office, then this is a nice one to do. Like doing a little mini push-up in a way. I was going to take you into a push-up today, but then I thought, I don't know the stability of your chairs. 3 more of these. Good. And then just come back down into your stretch. Take a tiny bend through your knees. Take your right foot out behind you and just lift and lower. Lift and lower. So get some activation into your glutes and the back of your legs. Can be a little lift, just the toe popping off the floor. Got 2 more. And then replace that foot back down onto the mat. Bend through your right knee slightly, take your left leg behind and lift and lower. Lift and lower, good. If you're uncomfortable being down, if your shoulders don't like this, you can do this standing more upright. Last 2. And then place the feet back, walk in towards your chair. Feet are hip distance apart. This is a nice one. We're into the squats, and we're squats with support. So just sit back and then straighten your legs. So into your squat, bottom goes behind, and then lifting back up again. Didn't think we were going to, just because we're doing chair Pilates, you didn't think we were going to get away without doing squats, I hope. Beautiful functional movement. As you come down, just look over the top of your chair. It's got a high back to it. That's a nice way of doing a supported squat where you might feel a little bit safer. Got 4 more to go, really working into your glutes and into your lower back and into your tummy. Last 2. Last 1. Come all the way back up. Feet are back hip distance apart, still holding the back of your chair. Left foot is closer to the chair now, right foot goes behind, and we'll just take it into some small lunges. So your feet are as though they're on double yellow lines, they're slightly apart, and then bend both knees. It's up to you how low down you go. Oh, good cracking coming up my ankles, I did that. So ideally you're coming down as low so that you can feel a stretch in the front of your right leg. So that's your back leg. And as we lower down, the aim is to stretch out the hip flexors. Again, really important if you spend a lot of time in a seated position. 6, 5. And maybe you can go a little bit lower in these because you've got hold of the chair. But the smallest of movements is still beneficial. 3, 2, last 1. And step in with your right foot. Take your left foot out behind. Again, feet are hip distance apart, and then come into it. It can be the tiniest of bends, just bending both knees if your knees are a little bit uncomfortable, or you can take it lower so you feel the stretch in the front of your leg. So bend and bend. Good, keep that going. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and your last 1. Come all the way back, step in towards the chair, just stand, hold the chair, other hand on your hip, and we'll take it into the side kick just to finish. So take your body weight into the leg that's closest to the chair. I won't give you rights or legs there. So into the leg that's closest to the chair, just take the other leg out to the side and then bring it back in. Take it out to the side, back in, good, out to the side, back in. Put a leg lift in if you want to, side and lift and lower, lift and lower. Again, working into your side muscles, into the side of your hip. Got 4 more, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then finish. Just walk that one through. You can turn and face the other way. I'll just move my chair around in the other direction. Let's take it on to side 2. So again, supporting leg, tall. Other leg, just tap out to the side and back. Out to the side and back. Good. And then put the leg lift in if you wish to. Out to the side, lower. Out to the side, lower. Got your last 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and replace the foot. Just turn back and face into the chair. And we'll just stretch out the length of your legs, feet hip distance apart, hands on the back of the chair. Breath in, as you breathe out, rise up onto your tiptoes and then slowly lower back down again. And rise and lower. So this activates the back of your legs, your calf muscles, really responsible for pushing blood back up through your body. You've got 4 more to go. And 3, and 2, and your last 1. Perfect. Just walk that through. Thank you very much for joining in with Chair Pilates today. I hope you feel that we've worked everything through the body with some mobility and with some strength. Take the bits that you need and watch it at any point. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you very much.